most people are trying to hit the mark when it comes to pursuing, but actually really visualizing what you want and stopping the yearning and wishing something would happen, but really stepping into what you really want and finding a strategy to get right there. So today we're going to talk about FITT, FITT Goals. And the last T is about celebration, and it's one that's going to keep you moving forward. When we don't trust the power of what we're pursuing, then we can easily get lost. And that's where maybe you bring in a coach or you bring in a clearer mindset every day, that you won't stop what you're doing, but you'll keep aware and in tune with your surroundings so that you'll keep pursuing what you love, and you'll know that you got it every single day, that you're going to nail it. And it's all in the morning work. And good morning, by the way. It's Vitality Live. And I love doing these in the morning. And it depends on where you are, because this could be in the middle of the night. But I got to tell you, I am so excited about talking about pursuing things, because I feel like we're always in that. I mean, that's if we totally show up, and be the best that we can be every day. And it's something that I feel like I'm looking for deeply. Like, who am I? So you want to ask these questions for yourself, like, who am I? What am I learning? Am I doing some of my shadow work? Pull on the stuff that you're trying to hide from and let it just all be. Let it be. Stop hiding. Especially if you have a business, especially if you're looking for a really good relationship, especially if you want great money coming in. I mean, it doesn't matter what your pursuit is. If you're hiding, it's not going to come get you. And it's going to feel very lonely if you are wishing and hoping instead of just finding that way that really feels good for you. That you know that authentically you're being yourself, because that's the easiest way to show up, is for you to feel those spaces of being raw and vulnerable, so you truly get to be the true you. That's a hard one. I was coaching yesterday. By the way, my name is Rhonda. I'm a vitality coach, and I love to get raw, go bold, and be you, the sexy, wealthy life and business. Cheers. This really is about being in truth and everything. Most of the time, we have a lot of stuff going on in our life. It could be from the basics of not being able to sleep, learning about your emotional journey, trying to hide and not live in the raw and vulnerable space, but start to feel comfortable with that, because that is what helps you move forward. But there's these things that, or like people in our family that are sick, and we're dealing with that. I mean, there's all these different ebbs and flows. So we don't really know where somebody's coming from. So we want to make sure that we start really seeing ourselves so that we can really show up and be there for people that really need it. First thing is being there for yourself and learning what that means, so you can feel and understand how to be there for somebody. You really want to be able to feel it, because you'll keep questioning yourself. Am I doing it right? How am I supposed to do it? Somebody please tell me how to do this and that. But the truth is, you have it within yourself. It's your divine space. That's what you were born with. Think about everything that you've done in your life, and all of those gems. Paper out when I was in kindergarten, waitressing for 10 years, paid my way through school, had some assistance with my mom's credit card at the last part to get through that, and going to school, and I didn't believe in myself when I was going through school, and I thought that I was dumb, and I didn't ever give myself the space to really, truly understand that what I was dealing with. And it was in my head. It was these stoppers. And this stuff isn't really bad, but it's bad if it keeps you stopping yourself from moving forward. There's more in life for you right now if you just kind of let it be. But to let it be, you really have to do that shadow work. Let things go. And it's not easy. There's so much work to be done. And when you really connect with it and your goals, your FITT goals, you'll start saying, you know what, I'm going to do it even though it's so painful, but I know there's something on the other side. And this motivation around this is all truth. No matter what you want, it's that work before you can get what you really want. Or you're on the other side, really being confused with wishing and wanting instead of saying, truly, I'm ready to receive. And I was starting to say, I was working with a client yesterday, and this whole thing about holding your hands and receiving, really feel that. And sometimes I think I'm like Spider-Man. I'm thinking, I don't know, that makes me, but it was very hard for me to receive. Anybody else out there about receiving? It's very difficult to feel that space of wanting more and receiving and knowing that there's abundance there and accepting it. When people would say, hey, I got an idea for you, or what about this, what about that? I'd be like, oh, I can do it by myself. What do you think, I need help? Yeah, I mean, at least get in our way. It's chaos. But if you're really pursuing something and you know that you're pursuing something, like I'm tired of like yearning and wanting this stuff. I'm more in the space of, yeah, I'm going to get this done. But that's when you really want to be finding safe space for you where you can build freedom, safety, and healing, those pillars that I talk about quite a bit, so that you can nurture yourself when you feel the most vulnerable. And sometimes, yeah, you do have to numb yourself while you're going through it because it just feels so overwhelming. Sometimes you do it consistently over and over and over again. So, truth about it, about this Vitality Live, is where do you want to unblock your energy? Where do you feel like you're stuck? Where's your chronic pain? Where's your chronic, just like, you just focus in on that area? Your wrists, your tummy, your hips, your vocals, your thyroid, your mind, your brain. I used to get headaches right here, and it was all about creativity. I was just closing myself off, messing with my pituitary gland. Let's just make sure that we're trusting the pursuit here, so that we can have a FITT goal. We can focus, we can integrate it, we can enjoy the transformation no matter what level it is, but we really want to add that thrive, that spot where we're celebrating. We're celebrating. So then from there, you get to your goal and you keep moving forward. But if you naysay yourself and you say, oh, I only got 1% of my goal, it's like, what'd you learn in your discovery around that? That's part of the FITT process about feeling strong. And I created that with my first book. My first book, The FITT Solution, FITT. I created that, and I had an assistant with me, and we were having so much fun how we could play with FITT. And I wonder if we knew we were going to get that other T. Anyway, I appreciate you so much. I really believe that we are hashtag speaker locking arms. We're changing this world through our vocals and through our love. And if you have extreme stress around you right now, I want to send you so much love. Sometimes that's the next step and phase in us growing, is having the worst pain in our life, which I feel like I'm at again right now. And sometimes we just don't know when we have to say goodbye to people. And so be nice to people. Be loving. Learn ways to get out of your chaos. And I know, because I've been there so many times. And it's part of my background to act chaotic. I've learned some things about resiliency that I didn't know that I had. So no matter what level you are in your chaos and you're acknowledging you want that shift, go on that journey. You'll never be sad that you did any of that. Oh, I'm applying Tuesday. But this is cool. Anyway, I love you. If you stayed this long, I'd love to hear that in the comments. Just say, I love you. Or, I made it to the end if you're uncomfortable with, I love you.